Okay, so in today's video, we are taking a look at Carter Bryant and what he is going to be able to do for the Spurs this upcoming season. Well, the first thing is the fact that he is 6'7", which is actually going to be a very good size for him. He's got a 8-foot standing reach, which is again another great number, and his wingspan is almost 7 feet long. This is going to fit extremely well with the lineup, of course, with Victor. This is a very lengthy forward, and one thing that he can do extremely well, as we can see right here, is the fact that he can shoot these threes. He's a spot-up, catch-and-shoot type of player, which is exactly what you would want around Victor. Can you just imagine Victor attacking the rim, collapsing the defense, getting multiple players around him just to kick it out to a wet three-point shooter in the corner? In fact, a lot of the scouting report videos that were made online about Carter Bryant is mostly all three-point shooting when it comes to his scoring. He was able to make this shot here as well. However, this is not the only thing that he can do. One of the best things that he can do on the court is defense. Defense is one of his biggest skills that he has. Are the Spurs making a completely defensive team around lengthy players like Victor and Carter Bryant? This is a very good question. Here he's able to close out on this shooter and he's able to get that block. An 8-foot standing reach is fantastic. In fact, if you want to be extremely accurate, it's an 8'10". So you might as well say almost 9-foot standing reach, which means that he's extremely hard to shoot over. We can see this in multiple different locations as well as right here. Look at how high he is able to sky up just to block that ball or to contest that. That is absolutely amazing. And then he's able to go and recover and block it a second time. His ability to rebound from the first attempt to the second block attempt on the opposite side of the key is extremely insane. And of course, if he can do that at the college level, he is going to 100% be able to do that at the NBA level. And with him next to Victor, that's going to be very scary. I'm going to put this into slow motion because he does a really good job of really locking down this player right here. So when this player is trying to get past him, Carter Bryant uses his chest right there to redirect or to direct that player where he wants that guy to go. And then he gets stuck. He gets frozen in this location. His feet are not set very well. He puts up a shot and Carter Bryant is then able to block that shot. So he has the vertical speed as well as the ability to also want to play tough with his chest to be able to get blocks like this. This is what you would call elite defense. On this next clip, this is Carter Bryant on defense. One thing that a lot of players make a mistake on is when they are trying to force baseline, they allow the player to get position and they hope for the help defense to come over so that they can trap. This is not what you want to do when you are facing or forcing baseline. What you want to do is to force them literally to the baseline so that they run out of bounds. We do not want to give them the lane to the basket because if you do that, they're going to have an easier time scoring. That puts the help defense at risk of getting fouled out, and we do not want that. We want the help defense to be there, but we do not want him to be always there and we're relying on the help. And what Carter Bryant does right here, by basically chesting up, what we see right there, chesting up, trying to reach in a little bit, but disallowing the lane to the basket, which is now forcing this player to post him up with multiple dribbles, which then allows multiple defenders to come in and play defense. This is not what you want to do on offense. You would want to kick that ball out and swing it and just get it out of that side. But that is not what we see here. And then Carter Bryant's able to jump, which is bad, but then he's able to recover. His recovery speed on jumping is extremely elite. His ability to land and jump right away, literally within milliseconds, to get these secondary blocks when he makes a mistake and jumps the first time, This is going to be very scary at the NBA level. I also really like this. However, I don't like the fact that he has both of his hands up. While that is kind of an okay idea considering this is the high post and there could be passes going into the low post, I would much rather him take away a driving lane and have one hand up in a passing lane, but that's just me. However, his man drives, he chests up yet again, keeps his hands straight up. This is how you want to be able to take a player on who is driving to the rim. And look at how he does this. He jumps straight up. He just wants to contest it. He just wants to make that shot as hard as possible. Because by making it as hard as possible, that allows you, when you are on your way down, if they're still trying to shoot, you can go for the ball now. And that's what he kind of did in this situation. However, he was still pretty well straight up, and he got that clean block. If you just go up, so if we rewind this a little bit, a lot of players make this mistake. They'll jump up, and at this point, while they're still jumping up, they're hacking down. We do not want to do that. That signifies to the referee that you are fouling them. And we don't want the referee to think that we are fouling. So, to not foul, you keep your hand straight up. That is what will allow you to not get fouled out or not foul in game on the defensive side. I also like how he closes out here. So yes, he does jump on the perimeter. That's a big mistake. In the NBA, they're jumping into that body. They're going to be jacking a three off of your jump. They didn't do that here. However, when he did jump past the player, he is still forcing baseline so that the player still has him on his side. Obviously, he gets slightly lost. He jumps again. He seems to be jump happy. Stay on your feet. That will allow you to do much better at the NBA level. However, he's able to recover so fast, he still gets that block on the third try. If you want to be a better shooting guard, make sure to get the shooting guard blueprint that is down in the description below. That will help you with having better basketball IQ, but also it's going to be an 8-week workout and training. So you're going to get stronger with the weightlifting. You are going to get better with the fact that there is 8 weeks of skills training in that book. So definitely go get the shooting guard blueprint that is down in the description below.